Dee Dee with Motivated to Soar, doing a check-in. I am doing a check-in, guys. I hope your day is going well. I hope your day is going well. Guess what, guys? I am off today. I am actually off today, and I am so excited about it. Yeah, so let me see who's gonna join me today. Anybody's gonna join me as I sit out here. I'm at Best Buy. I need a new laptop, and I've been taking my time, trying not to rush. So I'm taking my time. This is like week 4 looking for a laptop. Not gonna rush into it. But like I said, I'm off today, so I'm gonna walk into Best Buy and see what they got to offer. I've already been out here. About 2 weeks ago I was out here, so I'm back again. I am back again to see what's happening and really talk with one of the sales associates to see if they can kind of tell me what kind of specs I need. And I've been doing a little bit of research on my own. I've been doing some research on my own as well, just trying to gauge and get a better understanding for what it is that I truly need before I spend my coins. I just don't want to just throw my money out to the wind. I need to make sure I thoroughly understand what it is that I really need for my system. So yeah, hey guys, just talking about managing stress and the fact that I'm in need of a new laptop. So I'm going to be purchasing a new laptop. Not today. I'm still in research mode. So yeah. So guys, how are you managing your stress these days? Like I said, I'm off today. That's one way that I manage stress. I take a day off. They give us PTO days for a reason. You know, paid leave time. Utilize your days. If you have PTO days, guys, use your days. Use your days to relax and get rid of some of that stress and press the restart button again so you can get going again. We need rest, and it is so important that we take time out and do that. It's important that we take time out and do that. Let me tell you, just even driving over here today, it was a little stressful because folk be driving like they are crazy. I'm like, what is the rush? First of all, it's after 11 o'clock. Everybody who had to get to work should be at work by now. Most people have to be to work by 9 o'clock. Like I said, it's 11 o'clock now. And it is so crazy to me how people ride with their cell phones. They're just down looking. You're trying to drive. No, you don't need to do all that. Hey, Nicola, how are you? What's cooking today? What's cooking today? I know you're cooking something good today. I am off today. And I am super excited. Just talking about managing stress, and it was a little stressful driving over here. I had to do some deep breathing real quick. Hey, Step, how are you? Yeah, I had to do some deep breathing today on my ride over here. Just managing some stress, because people, when you're driving, you're not just driving for you. You're driving for the person on each side of you, in front of you, and behind you. We got to be on alert. Hello, how are you? I can't even pronounce your name. Hey, Ashes and Amber, how are you? I can't pronounce it. I will mess it up. Yes, deep breathing. I'm serious. I was breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Look ahead, left, right. Look in the rearview mirror. It takes some, when we're driving, we got to be ever so careful. So, yeah, guys, I thought I would just check in since I'm off today. I'm parked in front of Best Buy because I'm going to walk in and see what they have available for his laptops. I purchased my last laptop in 2018. And it's a Dell, and I love it. But I got to be honest, guys, it's time for me to upgrade, because I believe now we should be moving over to, is it Windows 11? And I've been getting messages that Windows 10 would no longer update. I believe it's this month. I don't know if I missed it or not. I'm not sure. But my Dell is still working. But I need to upgrade. And I want to stay with the Dell. I had thought about going over to Apple, but y'all, I don't even have an Apple phone. Okay, I'm still on Android, and I have no plans of leaving my Android. My Android phone has been good to me. So if it works, it works. If it's not broke, hey, Kayla, look at you guys. I got you playing while. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Kayla. Oh, living over 50. Hey, oh, look at my friend. Oh, y'all just showing up for me today. I appreciate it. Adrian, Nicola, Kayla, Stephanie, Amber. Y'all, I'm off today and I'm just super excited. I had to go drop off some paperwork. I've been working with this prevention organization. It's around youth prevention. So I've had the luxury of facilitating a couple of classes for them. And I'm just super excited to be able to partner with them. And, because our youth, they need as much help as they can get. Our youth need to understand that we love them and we want to be there for them. But when they're cutting up, we need to let them know, hey, you cutting up. You can do better. You can do better. So they really need us to be there for them and guide them in the right direction. Happy to be here. I'm happy to have you. Yes, I am going to enjoy my day off. I'm off today, and I'm also off on Friday. Friday is my husband's birthday, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for him. He's not big on birthdays. A lot of men aren't. He's not big on birthdays, but I still want to do something for him. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be. The kids did reach out to me and say that they wanted to come over and do something. So I'm trying to figure out what time everybody want to congregate together, but yeah, birthdays, holiday, that's not his thing. Hey, but I let him know it's my thing. So don't be acting like you don't know when my birthday is. He knows how I am. Oh gosh, living good for you, enjoying your time off. Yeah, I am enjoying my time off. So yeah, and I'm also looking forward to being off on Friday. And I was saying earlier when I start, if you have PTO days, take your days off. Take your days off and reset. Take your days off. We were not programmed just to work. And that's part of managing stress. Knowing when to take off is managing your stress levels. You got to say, okay, your body is like, I'm tired. And you need to adhere to what your body is saying. When your body is saying, don't do it. You guys know that I posted my video on Saturday where I did the book fest. So I really enjoyed that, thoroughly enjoyed networking with some of the other new authors, giving them some exposure, getting some exposure myself. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. And Sunday came around. I got up early that morning. I went roller skating and I had every intention to go to church, but I got this really bad migraine and I just couldn't shake it. I had a migraine all day on Sunday. So I stayed in, and I'm not one to get sick, and I wasn't sick. It was just a really bad headache. And I think it was something that I put into my water, and I used this little thing that it was something that I put in my water, and I think it triggered me, and I'm really sensitive to stuff, and I think that's what did it. So today I'm just drinking water only. Thank you. I enjoyed the book fair. I really did. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So Sunday I stayed in and just laid down, laid around, that kind of thing. Did not go outside. After that, I was in for the rest of the day. And I woke up this morning feeling good. So yeah, water. I'm going to make sure I've been drinking out of my tumbler, staying hydrated, that kind of thing. And I said, I'm just going to have, make sure I'm just eating really well today. So all that junk food, because I ate a lot of Doritos yesterday. I did. So I'm sure I went over my sodium level. So that's not going to happen today. That won't be happening today. I got some fresh baby spinach, some cucumbers, tomatoes. I have some crab meat. So I'm going to make myself a really nice salad. Yeah. I would keep you bananas help headache. Oh, I didn't know that. Bananas? Oh, wow. I'm gonna try that. Okay, I had no idea. I had no ideas that bananas help with headaches. Learn something new every day. You know, some people say drink like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, but I didn't even do that. Now I will say this: I'm not big on medication, but that my head was hurting so bad. I did take 2 Tylenols, and it did take the edge off for about 2 hours. But I noticed after that it started again. And my husband, he kept checking in on me. He was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "My head is just really hurting." So I really believe it was something that I put in my water that kicked it off. And I had drank the entire, I had already had one of these. And so with that powder substance in it, so I'm thinking that my body just wasn't reacting to it, and it gave me a really bad headache. So, but yeah. So guys, how do you guys manage stress? I walk, I roller skate, of course I pray, that kind of thing. But the deep breathing, deep breathing really helps a lot. So we need to really be paying attention to our bodies and what it's saying, and a lot of times we'll shove stuff off. We'll shove it off and be like, I'll be okay. But we really should be listening to our bodies. I told you guys about my friend. Her brother had a mini stroke last week, and he's 41. And he had the warning signs, but he wouldn't listen. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to work," that kind of thing. And he said he actually smoked. He had Black and Mild, and he proceeded. He went off to work. He was supposed to stop at the nurse's station, but he didn't. And he completed, with work. And later that day, he went to go pick up his kids. And he had to sign his son out, and he couldn't do it because he couldn't write his name. And that's when he was like, "Okay, I need to go to the emergency room." And he got there, and they ran some tests or whatever. And she said that the doctors did say that they saw something on his brain, and they are not for sure if an aneurysm was trying to form, but they believe that he had a mini stroke. So yeah. So we definitely need to be listening to our bodies. Everything we just shouldn't push off. We have become so accustomed to feeling bad sometimes that we're like, "Oh, it's just a headache. Oh, it's just my knee. Oh, it's just a little ache and pain. Our bodies is talking to us, and we need to listen. We get so accustomed to headaches or not feeling our best. And we have doctors for a reason. And I know some of us, we don't want to pay the copay or, go through the, making the appointment, going to the doctor. But yeah, we got to take care of ourselves. So what are you guys doing to manage your stress these days? Anything? What are you doing? What are you guys doing? I want to hear from you. You might be doing something I might need to do. Like, I didn't know about the bananas. So what are you guys doing? Thank you all so much. Yeah. Bananas help headaches. I'm just going through some of the comments here. I'm looking to go for my second walk for the day. Okay. Yeah. Nicola's already. She said she's already did her first walk. Yeah. We only get one temple. And it's not about doing everything perfect. We're not going to be perfect, but we do have to be intentional. About our health. We're not going to be perfect. I'm going to eat that slice of cheesecake. I am. But I'm going to try to hold out at one slice. One slice is enough. I do deep breathing exercises. All of what you mentioned: pray, eat healthier, walk, get fresh air, listen to something soothing. Yeah. I saw you exercising in your basement. You were supposed to tell me what was that thing called that you was pulling down. I love that exercise. I love that when I had my gym membership. But I have this bar that you can actually do that. I purchased this bar. It's by Tony Little, and you can do the same exercises that you do in the gym or with the big tools. You can do it with this one form. And I remember when I had a personal trainer. It's been about 15 years, y'all, but I had this personal trainer, and she had this same bar, and you tighten it up if you want to add tension, or you can loosen it up if you just want to, not put so much tension on yourself. Drink tea to help me calm. Yeah, teas are good, and they have all these different various types of teas nowadays that we can utilize. It's going to help us, so yeah, we gotta use it or we'll lose it. And I've started by lifting weights, and I'm not lifting anything heavy. I believe 15 is no, my weight goes up to 25 because I can change the little dial on it, and it'll get heavier and heavier. And I think 25, but that's all I need. I don't need, and especially, with me being at home, the 25 pounds really help. The 5 pounds, you can feel it, and you can feel your arms or whatever you're trying to tone up with just the 5 pounds. And, for you guys who don't have weights, you can use canned goods. You can use canned goods, lift canned goods. You can use frozen foods, in the package. You can use those for lifting. Yeah, it's so many different things we can do. Stephanie, I know you walk. I know you walk a lot. Yeah, I know you. I had planned on going to, since I was off, I was going to go to the Coomber Museum. I want you guys to see this garden. And just so happened they are closed today. But I need to find out what other days they're open. I know they're open on the weekend. And so, yeah, I want you guys to see this garden. So I plan on taking you guys. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. We need strength workouts. Strength workouts. And yeah, we need to be lifting something heavy other than our forks. We lift our forks. But we need something a little heavier, especially for us who are over 50 now. Yeah, that's gonna be so important. My grandmother passed away at 93, and she took a fall, and I had never known my grandmother to be ill at all. And when she took a fall, she broke her hip, and she never came back from that. And they tell you as you get older, the body starts frailing, the bones and that type of thing. And I just always believe, had she not, broke her hip, I just believe she would have went a little bit further, because she was so accustomed to being out in her garden. She had this huge garden. I mean, y'all, we had everything you could think of: greens, okra, peppers. I got into the peppers one day, and I didn't realize what it was, and that thing was hot. It wasn't a red pepper, it was a green pepper. So she enjoyed being in her yard raking. We had pecans, we had figs, we had plums. So everything was in her yard that we needed outside of food. And she would fish, so she would go fishing. So yeah, so we had it made, outside. Lost reception a few times. Okay, but yeah, so there are just so many avenues that we can take. So we have no excuses, right? No excuses for not taking care of ourselves. So you don't have to have a gym membership to take care of yourself. You don't. Gym memberships, they're nice, but you don't have to have one in order to work out. Just lace up your shoes and get to stepping. I recall my mom, she would time herself and walk around in her apartment. So yeah, she would walk in her apartment. Hi Michael, how are you? Headaches, 1 cup of coffee, tea, or oh really? Okay. I'm not a big soda drinker. I'm not really a tea drinker. So yeah. So I try to flush out. I have lemons, so I've been squeezing my lemon juice into my water and just keeping it moving, So yeah, guys, so I am so glad that you guys stopped by and joined me, and I am gonna walk in Best Buy and see what they say. Hey, have you guys, anybody purchased a new computer lately, a new laptop or anything? Anybody technical savvy? I keep hearing that if you have like a small business, you might want to have like 16 gigs of RAM, 256. Yeah, I've been trying to kind of get myself up on top of that stuff. You say not since 2022. Yeah, and mine was 2018. So, and like I said, she's still working, but I'm still out shopping. And I have a Chromebook, and I sent it back last week, and they notified me that they can't fix it, and they're going to reimburse me what I paid for it. And I purchased it the beginning of last year. I didn't spend a lot of money on it. I think it was like $198, and it doesn't hold a lot of storage or whatever. But what I don't like about it is they don't send it back to you. They do not send you back your Chromebook, laptop, or whatever. But I do love Allstate. That's exactly where I went. My last laptop, 2022 as well. Okay. Yeah, mine was 2018. And the Dell, she's still pushing. She's still working. Y'all, my battery no longer works. So I had ordered a battery off of Amazon. And I went on YouTube University. Of course I did. And it told me how to take it apart. And I was able to take it apart, put the battery in, but it wasn't doing what it needed to do. So I sent the battery back, and I put the laptop back together. Well, it's not opening up like it did like before. It still opens and closes, but I can tell a difference since I took it apart. So yeah, but she's still working, she's still pushing, she's still doing what she needs to do for me. But like I said, I'm trying to learn more about this Windows 11 they're talking about, because they're saying with the Windows 10 you will no longer receive updates, and I think that's supposed to take effect this month. But I'm going to ask the YouTube. I'm going to ask the Best Buy guys in here, the Geek Squad. That's what they call themselves, the Geek Squad. And the Geek Squad, their insurance plans are really expensive. So I'm going to find out if I make the purchase, I can just use the year warranty, and can I call Allstate and just add another policy through them. So I'm going to see what's available. Very pleased with my Mac ProBook. Apple is always available when issues. That's what I hear people say with Apple. I had thought about an Apple, and I had been checking that out as well. But like I said, I really like Dell, so I think I'm going to stick with that brand because it's worked so far for me. Typically I see people who move over to Apple, they have the Apple phone, the Apple Watch, the Apple computer, so all of that stuff syncs up for them. I don't have Apple anything other than the fruit. Yeah, but so yeah, I don't have Apple anything. I'm still on Android. Oh, hold up, I felt somebody just judge me. Did somebody just judge me because I said I'm still on Android? Don't judge me. Yeah, so I don't have Apple anything, but I've heard really good things about Apple. But then I hear some people, you're gonna have pros and cons. You're gonna have pros and cons with everything. But yeah, I heard about everything sync up with the Apple product. So it's got to be doing something because their stocks are doing great. Apple stocks are doing great. That's right, Stephanie. Android, we're Android. Yeah, we're not hating on the Apple folk. The only thing I don't like about the Apple folks is when I text somebody, they send me back loved, liked. They send me back those little kind of messages. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, y'all need to stop that. Androids are amazing. Yeah, Android's been good to me. it's been good to me. It's been good to me. Yeah. So, and I'm one of those individuals. I just need a cell phone for emergency purposes, and now, of course, YouTube. I still do a lot of stuff with YouTube from my laptop, but for it's going live, I've been utilizing my phone. I started out using my laptop going live, but I noticed once I started using the phones, I was getting better. What is it called? Is it the algorithm was picking up better? You would get more people coming into your lives, that kind of thing. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you for kicking them out. Kick them out. Kick them out. So yeah, I was going live with my laptop, but yeah, I've been doing it more with my phone, that kind of thing. So yeah, so you guys plan on doing any lives? I've been challenging myself. So I had started challenging myself. I wanted to do 30 days, and I believe I started August 15th, August 18th, something like that. So I've met my 30-day criteria. So I've been getting up, still doing my lives, like sometimes 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, because I'm a morning person. So that's why at nighttime you don't see me really out in YouTube land, because I be in sleepy time land. Now last night I was up a little late because I knew I was off today, and plus I had done slept all day yesterday. But typically around 8:30, 9 o'clock, that's going to be it for me for YouTube. I have to shut it down and start preparing my mind for the next day. Some people are night owls, and they get up and work the next morning with no problems at all. That's not me. Androids are complicated for you. I get it. I'm going to start doing them this week. Okay. Trivia and stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, if I don't catch you guys during the lives, I'll catch you on replays, because, I work during the daytime. If I try to catch you, I try to catch folk on lunch break, that kind of thing, when time permits, but I'll definitely catch you on the replay to let you know that I was there and, saw you with all that good stuff and all. Yeah, guys. So, yeah. So, that's glad to hear that you guys are managing your stress and you're getting some stuff done. You're going to start doing your lives, and I'm trying to get my watch hours up. Yeah. So yeah, I make my rounds. I try to make my rounds. Sometimes I'll just do a dedicated day or afternoon where I'm catching up on everybody's stuff. And we're all busy, because I don't have that expectation level for, I'm thinking folk gonna come to my page every day. I mean, come on. Yeah. We're all busy. We're all doing what we can when we can. And it can become a lot, especially for you guys who are doing this full time. Jeez. You're on the monitor full time. That is a lot. That's a lot. And then, for us who are still working, full time, and then we're trying to come in and pick up where we can. It's a lot. That's why we got to manage our stress level. We got to manage our stress level. So sometimes it's necessary for us to take a step back and just, do a breather. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, that you got to do this or you got to do that. No, you don't. There's nowhere in the manual that says that you got to do this every day, all day. Take the pressure off. You got to take the pressure off. We all have families and a life outside of the tube. We do. You just can't sit in front of the computer all day. You just can't. We gotta be flexible, and we gotta find that happy balance. We gotta find that happy balance and do what we need to get done. Be organized, and time management plays a key role in that. Time management, keeping up with the time. How much time am I going to allot to YouTube? How much time do I need to work on my personal projects? How much time do I need to be spending with my family? How much time? So making sure we allocate our time. That's going to be so important. So I might come back in later on this afternoon and do a live, but yeah. So guys, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go walk on over here to Best Buy and see what they got going on. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you so much for coming in and tuning with me. All right, guys, blessings. Bye.